Let me tell you about a guy named Jake. Jake is 26. He's got a decent job at a logistics company. He makes around $52,000 a year. Nothing crazy, but enough to get by. One night, he's on his couch scrolling through YouTube, and an ad pops up. Some guy in a nice apartment, laptop on his lap, coffee in hand, says, "I made $4,000 last month in passive income while I was on vacation." Jake watches the whole thing. Then he watches another video. And another. By 1 a.m., he's convinced. Passive income is the answer. He's going to build something on the side. He's going to make money while he sleeps. He deserves that. So over the next 4 months, Jake tries everything. He starts a Shopify dropshipping store. He opens a Kindle Direct publishing account and publishes 3 short ebooks. He signs up for 3 different affiliate programs. He even starts a faceless YouTube channel. 12 months later, Jake has made a grand total of $340. And here's the thing, Jake is not alone. Millions of Americans go through the exact same cycle every single year. The excitement, the hustle, the slow, painful realization that something isn't working. So here's the question, why do so many smart, motivated people fail at passive income? And what is everyone getting wrong from the very beginning? The idea of passive income has never been more popular. And honestly, the timing makes perfect sense. Wages haven't kept up with inflation. The cost of housing, groceries, health insurance, all of it keeps going up. Meanwhile, social media is flooded with people showing off their multiple income streams. Every other podcast is talking about financial freedom. The message is everywhere. You're one good idea away from never worrying about money again. So people buy in. And who can blame them? The appeal is almost primal. There's something deeply attractive about the idea of your money, or your work, multiplying on its own while you go live your life. It feels like the ultimate escape from trading hours for dollars. But here's where the first crack appears. Most people who chase passive income fall into a trap that nobody talks about honestly. And it's not that passive income is a scam. The problem is the mental model that most people bring to it. They see the finished tree. They want the fruit. But they have no idea how long it took to grow the roots. Here's the truth that the YouTube thumbnails will never show you. Almost all passive income starts as brutally active work. Think about it like building a vending machine. Imagine you want to own a vending machine that generates $200 a month. Sounds simple, right? You put it somewhere, people put quarters in, money comes out. But first, you have to buy the machine. You have to find the right location. Negotiate with the property owner. Stock it. Maintain it. Fix it when it breaks. Figure out what products actually sell. Maybe that process takes you 6 months and $3,000. Then it becomes passive. The same logic applies to almost every income stream people call passive. A rental property earns money every month. After you save the down payment, went through the mortgage process, found tenants, dealt with repairs, and managed the whole thing. A dividend stock portfolio pays you quarterly, after years of consistently investing money into it. A successful blog earns affiliate commissions, after someone spent 12 to 24 months writing hundreds of articles that almost nobody read at first. Passive income isn't a starting point. It's a finish line. And most people quit somewhere in the middle of the race because nobody told them how long the race actually was. Now here's the psychology behind why this keeps happening. There's a concept called present bias. It basically means that our brains are wired to value rewards right now much more than rewards in the future, even when the future reward is objectively bigger. It's why people eat the donut today instead of losing the weight over 6 months. It's why someone buys a new TV on a credit card instead of saving for it. And it's why people abandon passive income projects the moment results don't show up fast. When Jake started his dropshipping store, his brain expected results within weeks. When 6 weeks passed, and he'd made $12, the math in his head changed. This isn't working. Maybe I should try something else. So he switched. New project, same pattern. New excitement, same slow results, same quitting point. Psychologists have a name for this too. It's called the valley of disappointment. Right after you start something new, your expectations are high, but results are low. And that gap between where you expected to be and where you actually are, that's the valley. That's where most passive income dreams go to die. The painful irony is that most of these income streams start working just after the average person gives up. So what separates the people who actually build passive income from the people who just try to? It comes down to one shift in thinking that completely changes the game. Stop treating passive income as a product. Start treating it as a business. Here's what that means in practice. When most people try passive income, they're treating it like a lottery ticket. Buy in, wait, hopefully win. They pick a method that sounds easy, spend a few weeks on it, and expect the income to just appear. But the people who actually succeed, they treat it more like a farmer. A farmer doesn't plant seeds and check on them every single morning wondering why there aren't crops yet. A farmer understands the timeline. Plant in spring, tend carefully through summer, harvest in fall. The work at the beginning determines the outcome at the end. And you don't skip seasons. Take the people who actually build successful affiliate marketing income. They're not just slapping links on a website. They're studying what people search for, writing genuinely helpful content, learning SEO, building an audience slowly, and testing what works over 12 to 24 months. By the time the money starts flowing in more passively, they've put in hundreds of hours. Or look at dividend investing, probably the most actually passive form of income that exists. You buy stock in stable, dividend-paying companies. They send you a check every quarter just for owning the shares. But to generate even $500 a month in dividends, you typically need a portfolio worth somewhere around $150,000 to $200,000. That takes years of consistent investing to build. Real passive income requires either a significant investment of time upfront or a significant investment of money upfront. Usually both. There is no version of this where you invest nothing and get something in return. The internet didn't create a loophole in economics. It just gave everyone a new way to sell the fantasy that one exists. So here's what you should actually do differently. First, pick one thing and treat the early work as an investment, not a result. When you start building any income stream, mentally give it a 12-month runway before you judge it. Not a 30-day trial, not a 90-day experiment. An honest 12 months of consistent effort. Most legitimate passive income streams take between 1 and 3 years to become meaningfully profitable. If you go in knowing that, you won't be blindsided when month 2 doesn't look like month 14. Second, match the method to your actual resources. If you have time, but not much money, skills-based streams make more sense. Things like content creation, building digital products, or growing an online audience. These take longer, but don't require capital. If you have money but not much time, financial passive income, dividend stocks, REITs, index funds might be a better fit. These require capital upfront, but genuinely do become more passive over time. The mistake most people make is choosing a path based on what sounds easiest, not what fits their actual situation. Third, track inputs, not just outputs. Instead of obsessing over how much money you made this week, measure what you actually put in. How many articles did you write? How many videos did you upload? How many dollars did you invest? Inputs lead to outputs, but the lag time can be months or even years. If you focus only on the outputs, you'll quit too early every single time. Here's the thought I want to leave you with. Passive income is real. The freedom it promises is real. People genuinely do build income streams that pay them every month without them trading hours for it. That's not a fantasy. It's just not a shortcut either. The version that gets sold online, the one where you try a method for a few weeks, scale it up fast, and watch the money roll in, that version is largely a myth. And the people selling it are often the ones who found out the hard way and then turned telling that story into their actual business model. The real version looks a lot less exciting. It's quiet, consistent effort over a long period of time. It's building something small and letting it grow. It's understanding that the gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't closed by finding the right hack. It's closed by showing up for long enough that the work starts to compound. Jake tried 5 different passive income methods in a year and made $340. Somewhere across the country, someone else picked one method that same year, stuck with it for 18 months through slow results and zero validation, and now earns $2,000 a month from it. Same goal, same starting point. The only difference was who understood what passive income actually costs before they started. Now you do too.